morning, afternoon, and evening. I don't know when you are watching this. Hi, my name is Salma, and today I'm gonna talk about The Dutchman, the play written by Amiri Baraka. I'm gonna talk a little bit about the plot, the setting, some of the characters, more or less the context, and a little bit about Baraka. Thank you so much for seeing this video. Dutchman was published in 1964. A time where Baraka was going through some serious psychological and emotional struggles. Also, it was in the middle of the fight for the civil rights. Even though segregation has technically ended, the daily lives of African Americans in the 60s were still full of violence and racism. Baraka plays and essays explore this racism and the identity of the male African American person, so he's sometimes considered a spiritual successor to the Harlem Renaissance. Also, The Dutchman is gonna be the last play and work that Baraka signs with his birth name Leroy Jones. From then, he will change it because he considered Leroy Jones to be a slave name. Talk about the plot of The Dutchman. The play opens with a young, well-dressed African male called Clay that's reading a magazine. Then he's approached by a beautiful white woman that looks older than him, eating an apple. They start to talk and tease each other, and the conversation starts to get more and more personal. At one point, even though both of them are talking, you can see clearly that Lula is the one in control of the whole conversation, and she starts to get a little bit too cruel, and she tries to make Clay question the image that he's portraying as a middle-class African male. As the conversation goes by, Claire's insecurities about his race, social status, and masculinity become more and more evident, and he becomes more and more defensive. And you can see clearly that Lula is attempting to force onto Clay the typical negative stereotype of the black man. The play escalates and reaches one point when Lula ends up stabbing Clay and killing him on the subway. And the final thing is when a young man gets on the subway and Lula approaches him again, and then we know that she's gonna do the same to that young man. So what Baraka is trying to imply in this ending of the play? The subway is full of people. Even the black driver has seen how Lula has stabbed Clay. So why does he not warn the young boy, the black young boy that has gotten on the subway and that she has approached to him? We all know that she's gonna repeat again the same pattern. What Baraka is trying to imply is that we should stop ignoring racism. We are being complices of the killings, and the black community is being accomplice of the killings because they are not standing together against the racism that kills them on a daily basis. The key elements of this play is the setting. The setting is on subway station or a subway, and it's underground with lights moving from side to side. And we all know that subways are dark and damp. So what is Baraka trying to imply with this setting? He's trying to recreate the lower parts of the ships, the cargo part, where slaves used to travel from Africa to America. Let's talk about Lula. Lula is our other character on the play. We only have two plus the extras, and she's compared with Eve. She's a red-haired woman that is eating an apple, but not only because of that, but during the whole play she's tempting Clay and making him, or trying to make him, forget about his race, soul, and culture by offering him her body, a place in society, or even just the mere fact to feel accepted. Dutchman was an extremely controversial play in 1960s. It was a powerful political allegory destined to blacks and peoples alike. It made the public think on the violence that black and people had against each other. And also it makes us reflect on the political psychology conflicts that black Americans faced in the 60s. This has been my booktube on The Dutchman by Amiri Baraka. Thank you so much for watching this, and I hope I have not been that boring, or I hope my accent was not that bad. Thank you so much for seeing this.